Okay, Justin, how have you been since the last time?
I've been okay.
I know last time that we talked some about some issues that you had with your family and some concerns that you were having. Has anything happened recently?
Um, Not really. Well, I had a dream last night.
Mm-hmm. Tell me a little bit about that.
It starts out that I'm on a plane with my stepfather. And I guess it's a cargo plane. I say that because it's one of those planes where the back end opens up.
And not to stop you because I'm listening, but can you do it more like in the present tense, like you're reliving it now?
Sure. Um, well, I'm standing in the plane, and my stepfather is there. And it's always awkward when the two of us are together, and all of a sudden it just throws me out of the back of the plane. And I'm terrified as I'm falling, and I'm going towards the ground. And basically, right when I hit the ground, between that, this kind of repeats and keeps going back through that cycle.
What are some of the feelings that you have during the dream?
I guess it feels a little awkward. What if it's just my stepfather and myself together? It's always awkward.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm scared when I'm falling.
And staying in that feeling of feeling awkward, how does that make you feel physically? Like if you were to stay with that feeling right now, just being with you and your stepdad alone, the awkward feeling or maybe the tension that you feel, if you really sunk in and stayed with that feeling right now.
It makes me feel like I have butterflies in my stomach that I just I feel tense. I get like a cold sweat, or it's whenever I'm in a situation like that, it's just really odd, and then it makes me feel like I don't like being just alone with them.
Mm-hmm. If you if you could give a voice to your stepdad in the dream, and you could give him a voice as to what he would say, and what you would say, kind of a dialogue between the two of you. Can you give me a picture of kind of what that would look like as you're standing in the plane?
What do you mean, like what my stepfather would say to me, or okay? He just basically he'd say I'm not good enough, and he really doesn't care about me, and probably he'd tell me how he'd just be better off if I wasn't around.
And then what would you in turn say?
Um, I'd probably tell him that you know, I really wish that he would care. I try to do things, and I want him to be happy with me like he is with his own kids. I don't want it to be awkward between us.
Have you ever talked to him or thought about saying anything like that to him in person in your life?
Um, I think I've kind of sort of tried sometimes, but he's real intimidating, and I feel like he just puts me down before I have a chance to do anything, to really say anything.
What do you think would his response be if you said that to him, that you didn't want there to be tension between you and you didn't want it to be awkward? What do you think his response would be back to you?
He would just tell me to stop being a little baby and get over it. But there's nothing wrong there, and it's just me making things up and trying to make it awkward.
And what would your response be to him?
at that time, you know, I'd probably just say okay and walk away. I hate getting into some type of conflict. You know, it's just easier for me to just walk away.
So what I hear you saying is for like the relationship with you and your stepdad, there tends to be conflict.
Well, I think that my stepfather he doesn't shy away from conflict, and so if I was to pursue it, he'd probably just start. At least I feel like he would just start screaming and yelling at me, and you know, I don't want that.
Have you had experiences like that in the past? Are you explaining that?
Yeah, I have. You know, I've asked him about. You know, sometimes it's just been little questions that I've asked him, and that's pretty much the response that he's told me. Tell me to just grow up and stop being an idiot and just do whatever I'm supposed to do.
And what have your responses been to him?
It's been the usual. I usually just back down. I don't want to get yelled at anymore, so I don't say anything else to him, and I just go off.
What would you like to say to him?
I'd really like to. I'd like to tell him that. You know, I mean, there's no reason to yell at me like that. There's no. That's a. I don't understand the logic behind his response. I'm looking for his approval, and he's just putting me down. And I don't know how that's helping anything. So I guess I'd really like him to stop yelling at me and just listen for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of role does your mom play in the relationship with your stepdad?
She's, you know, between my stepfather and myself, she doesn't say anything to him with the way that he treats me or anything like that. Um, you know, their relationship has always been good, but with the way that he treats me, she doesn't really say anything to him about it. She'll say to me that she understands that he's not doing the right thing, but she doesn't say anything to him.
Mm-hmm. And today, like presently, what feelings does that make you aware of?
It makes me feel, I guess, that I'm not cared for as much. You know, maybe she's not saying anything to him because she cares more about her relationship with him than with me. Um, I don't know. I just feel like I've been pushed aside. I guess the relationship.
Have you had a conversation with your mom and son about this thing?
Yeah, I have, and she tells me that's not how it is. But um, you know, she can say one thing, but her actions prove different.
So going back to the dream,
Mm-hmm.
so your stepfather pushed you out of the bedroom?
Yeah, he just pretty much throws me out. Um, I guess I think he's just trying to get rid of me. It's, I don't know. Maybe he thinks things would be better if I wasn't around. I'm sure maybe I do cause a little bit of tension between him and my mom. And if I wasn't there, then it would make things a lot easier.
And how do you think that it would make things easier from their perspective? If you could put yourself in your stepdad's perspective, how do you think that you think it would be easier?
Um, he would just think that he doesn't have to deal with me anymore. Um, maybe he's not, you know, I guess for my mom's attention, my mom's love, and he's not competing with me anymore. It's just him, and there's nobody else to be in the way.
So I think that we've, uncovered some important things and some concerns that we have. Is this something that you'd like to talk about a little bit more in future sessions? Explore?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's something that we should definitely talk about.
I think that you should, just finish up by going home and thinking about the things that we talked about today and, journaling about some of the things that we talked about today and we can try to make it.
Okay.